Look now at your traffic. We are seeing a lane that is blocked on the 210 eastbound right at Lowell Avenue. If you're heading in that direction, it is a disabled vehicle that has moved off to one of the lanes, so it is causing quite the hazard. Be careful if you're heading that direction. Also, another hazard to report here, the fog. We're looking at very dense fog out. This is alive, the 710 up along the 110 all the way to the 5 connector. If you're going to be traveling anywhere in the coastal communities, you're going to be contending with a little bit of this stuff. So just take it easy. Give yourself plenty of braking distance. Guys, over to you. A lot of cloud coverage, a lot of fog, that dense fog rolling on in, and it's 51 out, 3-mile-per-hour sustained winds. The fog advisory will extend all the way through 9 a.m. this morning. We are seeing visibilities that have been reduced down to a quarter of a mile. All this gray you're seeing here, that's where we're seeing some of the more dense fog trailing all the way down into Orange County. And the reason why we're seeing this, well, we have a little bit of a coastal eddy moving around. Yesterday, we had a weakening of the high pressure center, and it allowed just for this nice coastal eddy to develop. And I want to show you where it is. It's right between Catalina and our coastline. So this is what it looks like from the sky, and a hurricane, doesn't it? All that rotation out there. So the coastal eddy comes down all the way from the north, and this is what happens. As those winds are traveling down, they get trapped in between Catalina and the shoreline. So you can see that circulation that takes place, and a low pressure center ends up developing. With that, it starts to push in the cloud coverage, and so that's why we've seen enhanced fog this morning, because all that marine layer clouds are moving on inland. Now, I think tomorrow high pressure is going to develop strong enough to where we are going to see this ridge of high pressure really work and push that marine layer out, so that coastal eddy will be out of here. We are looking at some very clear skies, though, and a whole lot of rain to the north. So this is our blocking high pressure center. It's not going to allow for the rain. We're still on the warm side of things, and we have warmer to go. As we're looking out to the beaches, I want to share also surfers still looking good out there. Have fun. We're looking at rip currents, though, so you want to be careful at the beaches if you're not a strong swimmer or surfer. Just take it easy today. 9 by tomorrow, and then we're looking at temperatures slowly starting to trail down back into the 70s, and we have a shot of some rainfall coming around. That's on Thursday. Now, the rain event doesn't look very big, unfortunately, so we're going to call it a 30% chance of some shower. Right into 50 miles per hour tomorrow, and then as well on Tuesday. That wraps it up for weather. We'll talk more about what's in store for today. If you're going to be running at the Los Angeles Marathon or spectating, I know it started already, but have fun, enjoy yourselves, wear a lot of sunscreen, guys. And we have a lot of dense fog. That marine layer is really kicking in, and we're showing you just hazy conditions out through Laguna Beach right now. So it is going to be on the cool side as we're heading along. Also noticing as we're looking at this morning, 48 degrees to start you out because of that cloud deck. So that cloud deck is really preventing some of that solar radiation. But once it gets out of the way, it is going to warm right up. 51 degrees in Long Beach, also very socked in. We're looking at temperatures throughout the rest of the Southland into the 40s. And here is your day planner for Los Angeles and Orange County. 51 if you are going to be heading out towards your afternoon. Looks like 83 by your afternoon, rather, with mostly clear skies. And we're going to start to see a whole lot of sunshine come on through. For the Inland Valley spots, we are going to also notice. Taking a look now at the roadways, we do have one collision to report on the 405 northbound right at Alameda. If you're heading in that direction, we are seeing a lot of slowing. We're also seeing some fog through the area. So I want to show you right now a Caltrans camera. We have a hazard out there. It's dense pockets of fog. So if you are commuting, give yourself moving along, not at speeds of 65 plus. They're actually moving along quite slower than that. So you'll find a little bit of traffic this morning because of the fog that we're seeing. If you're along the beaches, you're going to notice it more there than if you're, say, inland into the Inland Empire. All right, over to you guys for now. 51 degrees. So the dense fog is a concern, especially if you're traveling or commuting this morning. There are some pockets that are just very dense. Visibility down to a quarter of a mile. The dense fog advisory will expire around 9 a.m. But you can see what areas are most impacted. Along the 5 freeway, you're going to notice it 605, 710. Also all the way down into looks like the 241, the 73 as well into Irvine. The fog does stop though once you pass Newport. Dana Point, you're clear all the way down through San Clemente. So that's what I'm noticing at this point. Also high pressure in the mix, but that will warm us up later this afternoon. I want to point out the coastal eddy. The reason why we have all this fog, there's a coastal eddy that develops between Catalina Island and our shoreline, and it's producing this. Isn't this amazing? This great picture was sent in by ABC Eyewitness, ABC7 Eyewitness. meteorologist Michael Allen. You can see the rotation here. That's that counterclockwise rotation. It's a low pressure center. It looks like a hurricane, but it's our coastal eddy, and it's driving in all of that cloud coverage. So the way it does it is the wind coverage ends up moving on inland. So we're enhancing the clouds today, and we did so yesterday. I don't think that we're going to get the clouds, though, tomorrow. I think high pressure is going to really dominate the forecast, and we're going to see this expand and grow, and that will really prevent that coastal eddy from developing. So as we're looking at today, we're seeing a lot of rain up to the north, and we are looking at a barrier that's, again, that ridge of high pressure that doesn't allow any of that rain. It's been in place for a while now, almost 5 years, and so as we're looking out, this is has been responsible for our drought situation. So we don't really want to see that in February, although we are going to see it. We're going to stay above average temperatures for the next couple of days. Here's your 7-day outlook. 7 on Wednesday, and then 71 down on Thursday. A 30% chance of some rainfall as well. So as we are looking out, we're going to cool things down. Also for the Inland Empire, we had a dense fog advisory in place over towards most of our coastal areas, but still looking at the fog. It's going to continue on in some places like Laguna Beach, so we are seeing some cool temperatures just because we don't have that solar radiation just yet. But once we hit the afternoon, we're talking about some very warm temperatures. 53 degrees for Laguna Beach, and we're also looking at Long Beach. Again, just socked in with the cloud coverage this morning. If you are going to be heading out, you can see that temperatures are just a little bit cooler than where we were at yesterday morning along the beach communities. It's, again, that marine layer that's really preventing warming to happen at this point. 53 in Long Beach, 53 in Anaheim. We're heading to 53 in parts of Palmdale as well. And if you are going to be heading out towards your afternoon, it's going to shape up to be really nice. We're looking at some nice sunny skies, warm temperatures, although we are looking at a little bit hotter temperatures inland. For Los Angeles and Orange County, 83 degrees with mostly clear skies. And then we head into the IE and Los Angeles areas like our valley spots. Advisory in place, so we'll talk about that coming up in a full forecast. But Santa Ana conditions are back, and we'll let you know how long they'll be lasting. Over to you. Hey, good morning. So dense fog is out and about, although in Los Angeles, if you're just a little further inland from the coast, you're going to see some nice clear skies. It's when you get right along the coastal communities is where we're going to see that fog remain. 62 degrees right now in downtown. This is what it looks like in Long Beach with 53 degrees as well. Temperatures are warming up, though. You can see in Santa Clarita, no cloud coverage there, so 70, 66 in Ontario, 62 in Riverside. The coast, though, we're seeing those 50s, just not allowing that solar radiation to come through, so that's all thanks to the marine layer that's a bit thicker today than it was yesterday. 57 dense fog this morning. We're going to see 83 degrees at noon for Los Angeles and Orange County, and then 81 and mostly clear skies at 5 p.m. If you're heading into LA, Inland Valley areas or the Inland Empire, we're seeing 56 degrees, 85. It'll be warm and windy today. So we'll talk about a wind advisory that'll be in effect starting tomorrow. Some very gusty conditions coming through. We're talking about Santa Ana's yet again for February. Guys?